Does any one copy? We're not receiving anything.
That puts our last contact with Mission Control at
3 weeks.
Like your characters, many people have this desire to do things that are greater than themselves and make a lasting impact. But oftentimes that comes with a lot of sacrifice. So what about you? Like what has it looked like for you to be able to be where you're at today?
To be afforded the opportunities, the likes of which myself and Felicity get to have. Obviously, there's a degree of work that goes into it. To be perfectly honest, we're just very blessed. You know, there are a lot of very talented people who don't get to do what we do, and it is their desire to do what we do. But, you know, if you are afforded those opportunities and it's not met with the hard work, especially when you are around the likes of George Clooney and Demian Bashir and Kyle Chandler and a film of this scope and scale, you will get found out very quickly. So, you know, I'm a big believer in the fact that the difference between good and great is hard work, and hard work is really the thing that, you know, I try to bring to everything I do.
And Felicity, you know, I love that you have this connection with the film, with the birth of your child, you getting to be pregnant as part of the film. For you, what's most special about that?
I think great filmmaking is always a flexible, changing process. And, you know, a script is never just this static thing that is solid and you don't alter or don't touch. You know, as soon as you cast people in a role, then casting is character. And it's testament to George that he operates in a way that he adapts and shifts depending on who he's cast. So when I was pregnant, he felt that actually after watching the first week, rather than, you know, hiding it and pretending I wasn't, let's embrace it, let's not be scared of it. And I think that's a much more honest approach and actually far more interesting because of that. So and interestingly, George has a background in improvisation, and in improvisation, you know, you use what you have, you know, don't deny anything. And so it made my experience much more creative and much more enjoyable, rather than sort of walking around set trying to breathe in and pretending that no one would notice that I was pregnant.
Encouraging us to have this conversation and looking at the power of connection and that's so needed. And, you know, right now we're all connecting through different ways. David, maybe how are you connecting different now than you have in the past?
Well, there's a lot of this, which is weird, but my goodness, if this had happened at a different time in history, can you imagine, you know, it going on for this long, the people we wouldn't have seen for all this time? You know, you know, I travel a lot for my job, and it's been a time where I've got to really spend time with my wife and my kids and be home more than I normally would. For some people, that is economically very, very difficult. For some people, that is part of the devastation of this moment. But if we're going to look at the silver lining, to spend more time with my children than I otherwise would, to get to know them better, has also been something that's been a wonderful point of connection, which, exactly as you say, that's a big theme in the film.